This lady was a remarkable figure in European history, born into a time of great political upheaval and cultural change. As the eldest daughter of King George II of Great Britain and Ireland, she was destined for a life of royalty, but her journey was not without its challenges and controversies. Throughout her life, she was known for her strong-willed character, musical talent, and dedication to the health and well-being of those around her. From surviving smallpox to supporting the work of George Frederick Handel, her life was one of dedication, perseverance, and excellence. Her memory endures as a trailblazer who shattered stereotypes and challenged conventional norms, leaving behind an indelible impact that continues to stir us to this day. So let's take a look at the patriotic life of Anne, Princess Royal and Princess of Orange, and please like the video and consider subscribing for more historical stories. Born into royalty, Anne's arrival at the Herrenhausen Palace in Hanover marked a new beginning for the family, as she was born 5 years before her grandfather's succession to the thrones of Great Britain and Ireland. Her birth was swiftly followed by her baptism, with her name drawn from her grandfather's second cousin, Anne, the Queen of Great Britain. Endowed with a natural flair for language, Anne was a gifted learner and quickly became proficient in German, French, and English. Her musical prowess was honed by George Frederick Handel, who praised the young princess, making a rare exception to his stance against teaching. Anne held a lifelong appreciation for Handel's music and was a dedicated attendee of his operas and a subscriber to his sounds. Anne's fortitude was tested when she contracted and recovered from smallpox in 1720. The Queen, Caroline, took this opportunity to popularise the practice of variolation, an early form of immunisation, by offering prisoners and orphan children the chance to undergo the treatment in place of execution. All those treated survived, including Anne's younger sisters, and the Queen was convinced of its medical value. Although the disease scarred Anne's face, she held steadfastly, was not deterred by her lack of physical beauty compared to her younger sisters. In 1727, Anne was honoured with the title of Princess Royal, a distinction not granted since the time of Charles I for his daughter Mary, Princess of Orange, in 1642. King George II made this royal proclamation, bestowing the title upon his eldest daughter, forever cementing her place in history. The year 1725 marked a potential turning point in the annals of European political alliances, as the concept of a marriage between Anne, a member of the British royal family, and King Louis XV of France was explored. From the French perspective, this union promised valuable neutrality with nations such as the Netherlands and Prussia, while also serving as a protective shield against Spain. Despite these prospects, the matter was plagued by religious obstacles, as the requirement for Anne to convert to Catholicism raised concerns over the Pope's support and the possibility of Anne becoming the regent of France due to her assumed ties to the Huguenots. Ultimately, the plan was discarded when the French demanded Anne's total commitment to Roman Catholicism. On March 25, 1734, Anne exchanged nuptials with William IV, Prince of Orange, in the Chapel Royal at St James's Palace. In celebration of the event, Handel composed a musical piece entitled "This is the Day," set to the princess's own words, based on Psalms 45 and 118. Despite William's physical deformity, Anne was unwavering in her commitment to the union, as she sought to avoid a life of solitude at the court of her father and brother. After a honeymoon at Kew, the couple set sail for the Netherlands, residing in Leeuwarden. Anne's homesickness soon set in though, as William embarked on a campaign in the Rhineland, leading her to return to England under the guise of pregnancy. This decision was met with opposition from both William and her father, and by April 1735, it became evident that no child was on the horizon. Despite her regal demeanour, Anne was not well received by the Dutch people, and her relationship with her mother-in-law, Marie-Louise of Hesse-Kassel, was strained. She was also criticised for her perceived belief in British superiority over the Dutch and for neglecting her duties as a royal court member. However, her relationship with William blossomed over time, eventually evolving into a harmonious and intimate bond. In 1747, William became the stadtholder of the 7 United Provinces, followed by a constitutional reform that made his newfound authority hereditary. The couple relocated to The Hague, where Anne introduced Handel to the Netherlands and entertained the composer Josina van Aarsen as one of her ladies-in-waiting. The enigmatic demise of King William IV on October 22, 1751 at the tender age of 40 created a void in the Netherlands. It was during this uncertain time that Anne was tasked with the mantle of being the regent for her 3-year-old son, William V. Her accession to power was exceptional, as she was endowed with all the privileges associated with being a hereditary stadtholder, with the singular exception of the military duties which were bestowed upon Duke Louis Ernest of Brunswick-Luneburg. However, Anne's unflinching work ethic was overshadowed by her arrogance and imperious demeanour, which proved to be her undoing as she struggled to win the hearts of her people. The 1750s were marked by a growing sense of tension and commercial rivalry between the Netherlands and Great Britain, making Anne's task of governing even more challenging. Her internal policy was centred on preserving the authority of the central hereditary stadtholder government over the traditional rights of the Dutch states. The reform of the post introduced during her late husband's reign was a contentious issue, but Anne effectively defended the central government. The conflict with the city of Haarlem was a case in point, where she refused to release the list of candidates, thereby preventing the city from holding its election. Her rigid rule, although unpopular, successfully secured the new ruling in the Netherlands. Her foreign policy was marked by a preference for the British alliance with the Emperor over France, a stance that was not well received in the Netherlands. The fortification of the southern provinces against the French Netherlands was also met with significant opposition, further exasperating the already fragile situation. Anne's tenure as the regent ended with her death from dropsy in 1759 at The Hague. The final words were, "I am ready to go when God calls me." She was replaced by her mother-in-law Marie-Louise, who Duke Louis Ernest assisted. Upon Marie-Louise's death in 1765, Anne's daughter Carolina was appointed as the regent until William V was 18 in 1766. Anne, Princess Royal and Princess of Orange, was a remarkable woman, renowned for her early dedication to religion, resilience in the face of adversity, linguistic proficiency, and her strong connection to her adopted country despite her foreign birth. Her legacy continues to inspire generations with her unwavering devotion to piety and her grace in the face of life's challenges. Thank you so much for watching the video, it's really much appreciated, and don't forget to support the channel by subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.